camp is a camp no longer. It's a village.
Won't you leave me alone?
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious. I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Did Grace ask you for help? Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
When did Grace disappear? Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps, into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Goodbye to you, Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve, now that you're in charge.
Thank you, Red. Travel safe.
Goodbye to you, Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve. You're in charge.
Thank you, Red. Travel safe.
Oh, they do look annoyed.
Enough!
Careful! Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here? I sense magic. Could Seeker be here? That one is shielded.
Away with you! It's faded with age. Hard to know what it was for.
Let me guide you to the source. Let me guide you to the source.
Tough nut, are you? This is getting serious. Have some of that. Die, you bastard!
You'll have to hit harder than that. You'll have to hit harder than that. This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
Seeker drew this. Wait, we've seen this before. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Seeker drew this. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that. Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, all right. I believe you.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, all right. Well,
They're not yet over your accusations, it seems. They're not yet over your accusations, it seems.
Think about the end of this speech. What can I do for you?
we overheard you. What are you working on?
To my horror, I'm working on a speech. It's terrible. I don't even know where to start.
Overheard you. What are you working on?
To my horror, I'm working on a
Not asked for advice, but I'll give it anyway. You could start with forgiveness. Seems appropriate.
That might just work. Thank you.
We saw the pyre. We saw the burned books. What's going on here, Lamentation Haskell?
Nothing's going on here. Not really. All right. Folk despair. They've lost trust in my father. They finished the meeting house, but,
What's going on here?
well, people talk and foolish people shout. In their wisdom, the flock decided that we were heretics, or worse. They took down the wards, burned our books, and then set fire to our house.
They're afraid. Can you blame them?
No. It was inevitable. If anything, I blame myself for failing to see it coming. Without the wards, the situation worsens, and folk blame my father.
Would they be wrong?
Right or wrong, spectres walk once more, and we need the services of a banisher. Or two. If you can bring people peace, I doubt they'll be grateful. But I shall.
We've closed a couple of haunting cases. That might help.
My father shall be pleased. Thank you. We put much faith in you, and every time you prove us right. Perhaps you'd have time to help me with my speech. 'Tis almost written. I need an ending. high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
Does your speech to your people? Trust yourself. Do what you think's best.
That could work, yes. The added spice of your profound wisdom, I believe this speech will help restore the company to peace and temperance.
Do what you think's best.
That could work, yes.
We found a page ripped from a book. Yeah, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
Really, boy?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
When was the last time you
That's
saw
it?
Grace Pennington?
You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it.
You never again
I was
tried to find
right.
your best friend, your only
And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker. Is she Grace?
Ever heard of someone named
Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
How does the ritual work? The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Ending with how
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo,
Pointing downwards.
in the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defense, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park, comparatively speaking.
Just great. Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
I'm still her friend. I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
Words have power. The right speech at the right moment can change the world.
I heard General Count von Starenberg speak to his troops once. It didn't look like much, but when he spoke, soldiers listened. When all seemed lost, he filled their hearts with courage, hope and rage against the enemy. It was quite the speech.
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't speak German. When all seemed lost, he filled their hearts with courage, hope and rage.
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't speak German.
According to our map, the treasure... Something lingers here that did not before. We're not alone. According to our map, the treasure... Something lingers here that did not before. We're not alone.
This must be where the treasure is hidden. This must be where the treasure is hidden.
Have some of this.
You're within gun range, Red.
We Highland kiss for you.
Have a bit of this.
Something's here.
Hidden. You started this, Caleb.
Neither do you.
Don't mess with us. Get back up.
Can't even tell which one of the brothers was the worst at this point.
Let's settle with the fact that Ruth was unlucky to have met them.
Can't even tell which one of the brothers was the worst at this point.
Let's settle with the fact that Ruth was unlucky to have met them.
Nokuhane!
Call on me. I have another in sight. Careful. They mean business now.
Have some of this!
I'm right here, Reed.
Piss off!
More fun.
Look out!
There's more of them. Why do I get the feeling that we're sick ducks? This isn't going well. Under threat.
This isn't over yet. Don't.
That corpse is taking aim. Away with you!
Change tack. Try another one.
Bastard! This one's protected. Try this on for size. this for you.
You shouldn't stay in there.
These stains block the way through, like a thick web.
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no?
These stains block the way
Good.
through, like a thick web.
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
Look, I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. Just try to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Think you could take on a ghost?
Call on me.
Oh, I am back. Oh, I am back.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there. This could be a good spot to cross. I might be able to give it. This could be a good spot to cross.
This looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
This looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Got it. Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Where'd you go, you wee bastard?
It's going to attack.
I have another in sight.
Get back up.
Pulling a fly one.